The Ashana from the DC universe.
Okay, look, take a seat, relax, get some snacks if you need to, because we gotta talk some TMNT today. Specifically, we gotta talk some TMNT 2003. Nothing new. It's not a new episode or anything. We don't have an announcement of a new season or anything, so don't get too hyped, but just get hyped enough to hear this little journey, of me returning to Wimpyville, right? Look, so I have a bit of a reputation for being easily terrified, right? Like, I am a scaredy cat. I own that because I don't want to act macho or non-fearful and then have somebody go around and try to test me and then prove that I was lying. No, I'm upfront about it. I'm a wimp. Yeah, I'm a wuss. I'm a big old scaredy cat. Am I proud of it? Not exactly, but I mean, I ain't gonna hide it from you. If you've seen my TMNT banned episode video, which I'm definitely sure you saw because it's like one of the most popular videos on my channel, you guys will know that I've admitted to my wimpy ways, right? It's no secret. So I was scared of that episode when I was little. I'm kind of terrified of it now from time to time. Okay, it's not as bad, but I mean, some of you in the comments of that video were like, oh, hey, I wasn't scared. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, good for you. But hey, we're not all like you. To be more specific, I'm not like you all. So whatever. Some people like to call that the creepiest episode that TMNT 2003 has put out or something like that. Okay, yeah, whatever. It's between that or this episode that I'm talking about today, Same as It Never Was. Have you guys heard of this episode? I'm sure you have. It's probably the most popular episode of the series. I don't know, that might be an incorrect statement. It's definitely a fan favorite by a lot of people. Yeah, so pretty far within the series' third season run, in the middle of a certain arc that they were setting up, we got this episode, Same as It Never Was, that was pretty much the Turtles' entry into the world of dystopian storytelling, right? As stated back in the Insane in the Membrane video, this show was produced by 4Kids Entertainment, who has a pretty bad history of being known to censor a lot of anime and things of that nature. They were very particular about what was said and shown on their shows, so that's why it was very, very eye-opening that something like this could pass their censors. Like, TMNT 2003 broke the mold for that network. I don't think a lot of kids that are getting into the show via Paramount Plus, which I think it's streaming on now, fully understand the weight that this show had back then. Like, okay, so I still have the TMNT 2003 show on DVD because I roll like that, bro. I keep physical media. Physical media is not dead. Streaming is not the future. Okay, I'm lying. Streaming is probably the future, but preserve physical media too, please. Anyway, on those gems of DVDs, you get a glimpse, a whole blast to the past when we had the whole Fox box stuff, like that whole block of cartoons, bro. They have like the freaking commercials and the bumpers and all of that on those DVDs, like the jingle, the Fox box rocks. You guys don't know anything about that. Okay, it sounds like I'm derailing, but I'm getting to a point here. When you put those DVDs in, you get like trailers for other shows and other 4Kids produced products on there. So when you see those in comparison to TMNT 2003, it's like, okay, how did TMNT 2003 get away with this and that and all of this awesomeness, but all of these other shows had to be held back? And for what? And it's not even like this was an anime that they had to chop up and get around and it was like, oh, well, we have to leave this graphic content in here because there's no way to cut it out without the story being tarnished. No, this was made in-house. Like, TMNT 2003 got away with this stuff. It's incredible. But yeah, man, I gotta say, it's just dope. It's a dope episode. It is, look, Shredder is the man. Or the Utrom. The dude won. Like, you can't take that away from him. He said, hey, I'm pulling up in here. All of y'all work for me now. You want to turn away? Okay, that's just a little right on your face. You know what? No, I'm gonna punch you in the gut and like your entire existence will cease to exist if you catch my drift, my guy. Okay, so he didn't say any of that, but he had that demeanor though. Like, he definitely had that demeanor. I mean, he needed that demeanor if he wanted to conquer the whole world. I mean, how do you make Michelangelo, the party dude, go from yeah cowabunga to freaking I'm Batman? I mean, you can't push that dude to that point unless you're just a straight up demon, and bro, Shredder is a demon. So yeah, Donatello, he's like the guy that we're following this whole episode. And dude, Donatello is my favorite Ninja Turtle. So you heard it here first. This episode's right up my alley just for that alone. By the way, when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge drops, I call dibs on Donatello in case any of you guys wanted to play online. Donatello is by default the best in all the Ninja Turtles games. Why? Because range. That bow staff, bro. That bow staff. Anyway, this episode does a lot for the character. Not just for Donatello because he's the central focus, but for all of the characters. Even though we don't ever return to this timeline, which is kind of sad, this would have made for like a nice expansion, or I don't know if they wanted to do like spin-off comics or a mini-series. If that was ever in the cards, that would be totally awesome. But even just as is, or should I say as it never was, Hey, guys, is that really necessary? Dude, the door was wide open. I had to do it. Yeah, like, this is a pretty dark alternate future. This is a possibility. This could happen. Splinter, bro, he's gone. Casey, he's gone, man, and they're not coming back. It's not like they could just reverse this. They could just hope for the best and move forward. Like, seriously, we see on-screen deaths of Leonardo and Raphael who die after having this whole feud with each other. I mean, of course, they had a feud their entire life, but the fact it drove so deep, the family had to split up, and the time that they reunite and find some common ground, they die together? Yikes. Like, none of this is done for shock value, really. None of, like, the on-screen deaths are super gory. But again, we're talking about 4 kids. That's what makes the extent of what they did, even though it was minor, so impressive. Oh man, even the progression with Baxter and Hun, like seeing the point that they end up in throughout all of this time of serving the Shredder, this is their ultimate fate. Seeing where they ended up, seeing them end up having to turn to the side of April and the Turtles to fight against him, like the Shredder will just use you to get where he needs to be, and then he will drop you like that. And seeing, you know, some of the people that were so loyal to him just have such a distaste to the point of just not wanting to even exist anymore in this future is just crazy. It speaks volumes to the Shredder's impact on this future. Oh yeah, by the way, if you wanted to know who ended up saving the day, who's the one that ended up wiping out the Shredder, you know, it's your boy Donatello. Not to hype him up too much, you know, we all know Donatello's smooth, you know, I don't have to hype him up. You already know the guy. I want to see how many of you actually got to this point in the video, so if you did, comment down below, Donatello is king, then I'll see how many of you guys are actually loyal, sticking through the video, thanks. But yeah, man, this was like, I don't know, such a grim future to travel to. I don't know, I guess TMNT 2003 really wanted to sit the kids down sometimes and go, hey, look, life is going to be hard sometimes. It's going to be really hard. It could be so difficult to the point to where, you know, a guy dressed in all metal wants to rule over and he might win, you know, he might actually make you guys suffer. He might, I don't know, wipe out a few of your close friends, maybe your rat dad, force your family to break up, then you'll have to reunite because one of your family members decided to time travel back and say, hey, let's go defeat that guy. And who knows, maybe at the end of the day, you guys can band together, put your differences aside, still lose a couple of you, but hey, that jerk will be gone. Yep, that's totally the message they were going for. I knew it. Called it. I could see it. It was clear as day. How did you miss that? It's quite literally the plot of the episode. Gosh, your observational skills are just terrible. Okay. Yeah, I made jokes. You know, I had my fun with this. That's just what I do. It's in my nature. But seriously, with all the jokes aside, what an incredible episode. Like, this is what I love about action cartoons. What I used to love about action cartoons, you know, we don't get many of them today, but I think that's about to change. Go see my Invincible video and my previous TMNT 2003, what's the best version of TMNT to come back right now, explanation video for further details on all of that stuff. But yeah, like, this was like, hey, look, kids aren't stupid, right? Like, we're airing on a network called 4Kids, but we understand kids aren't dumb. They like story, they like action, they like consequences, they like stakes, right? This episode has all of that. Like, it's all encompassed within here. Is it the future? Is it like not affecting the present of what's going on in the show? Sure. But still, these are the Turtles you've been watching for 3 seasons at this point, and it hurts to see this outcome that they could possibly live in. But even so, it doesn't pull back from saying, hey, dude, being a hero is tough. Being a Ninja Turtle has its ups just as much as it has its downs, and this episode's a clear reflection of that, and everyone who worked on this, round of applause. People still to this day do not shut up about this episode for good reason. If you haven't seen it, do it. Like, do yourself a favor and go watch it right now. Hey, stop, actually stop. Don't go just yet. I'll let you go watch the episode after I say my closing remarks. Okay, just sit. The bell does not dismiss you. I do. Comment down below right now if you've seen the episode or you haven't. If you have and you've seen Insane in the Membrane, comment down below which episode you thought hit you in the feels the most. And make sure that you guys are going to tune in this Friday on the channel. Why? Big TMNT stuff is happening, dude. Like, monumental stuff. It'll be the launch of my TMNT fan film / fan series Q&A this Friday. I answer all of your questions that you asked me 2 months ago. I went back and tracked them all down and answered all of them for you guys. I'm kicking myself in the butt to get that video done, so make sure you show support, and I might have a little treat for you at the end of that video. Oh, I'm not gonna say what it is right now. That's just something you're gonna have to wait for, you know, and watch the video to the end, like from start to finish, like you did with this one, right? Because you wouldn't be hearing this message unless you watched it from start to finish, just like you wouldn't know the call to action in the comments right now is supposed to be Donatello is king. See, if you clicked off of this video. I'm giving you a lecture, but the thing is you're gone, so you're not here to hear the lecture. So I'm essentially talking to myself, but at the same time I talk to myself in the microphone anyway, because you guys aren't actually having a back and forth conversation with me until I get into the comment section. That just got way too deep and way too dark here at 6 a.m. as I'm recording this. Someone take this mic away from me. Thanks for watching. I've been Geekly. You've been awesome. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you Friday.